This is newsVISION for Wednesday, October 18th. Former Soviet President Mikhail Gorbachev told a packed house at Midland's Shap Center Tuesday night that a wall between the United States and Mexico is not the answer to the country's immigration problem. Gorbachev, in town as part of the John Ben Shepherd Leadership Institute's Distinguished Lecture Series, said building a wall between our nation and Mexico would seem to run counter to President Reagan's wishes to Gorbachev when he told the president, quote, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall." Before Gorbachev spoke to the audience in a question-answer format, he thanked former President George Bush for a letter he recently received and then acknowledged the presence of Jenna Welch, the First Lady's mother, who was in attendance. You can watch most of Gorbachev's conversation with moderator Steve Leisman of CNBC today on mywesttexas.com. HEB officials are finalizing plans for the 4th annual Feast of Sharing to be held this year at the Midland County Horseshoe. Store director Richard Garner says plans for the event are coming along smoothly. Tell me, Richard, how the planning is going for the Feast of Sharing so far.
The planning is going very well. You know, this is our 4th year, and we've had a lot of people on board that have helped us on a yearly basis, and it's kind of getting to be a cookie-cutter operation for us. And it just, you know, November 3rd, it'll all come together, and we'll have a great time out here at the Horseshoe.
What kind of crowd are we expecting this year?
I'm expecting about 5,000.
Okay. Be the same layout and the same evening as it has been in the past, despite the difference of venue?
It'll be the same thing. We'll have entertainment, we'll have a children's area, and we'll have a lot more room, and it won't be as crowded as we've been in the past.
What can you tell me about the transportation issue that's new this year?
Well, Easy Rider is a new player with us this year, and they're on board, and they're going to provide transportation to and from the Horseshoe for people who don't have transportation, and that's going to be a real asset to us this year.
High school football players talked about the weekend brawl between the football teams of Miami and Florida International recently. Meantime, more than 30 players have been punished for the violence. More from the Associated Press.
The fallout continues from Saturday's college football game between Miami and Florida International. 31 players have been suspended, several have been kicked out of school, and 2 football programs may be tarnished for years to come.
Great.
On practice fields across the country, high school coaches are talking to their players about what went wrong.
Every coach should have that fear that they could lose that control. I mean, because there is a fine line of decency involved when it comes, because it is a violent sport.
Some of these young athletes see how it can happen.
Big games, there's more adrenaline flowing than there are in, cream puff games.
But they also understand keeping control means keeping your scholarship, staying in school, and keeping the dream of playing at the next level alive.
If you come in there second and hit somebody, with your helmet in the back of the head, then you're in more trouble than the guy that got hit.
Greg McCoy, a wide receiver at Woodrow Wilson High in Dallas, feels let down by the Miami players. It is a school he has long wanted to attend.
If you want to hit somebody, hit them between the whistles and use your right ear. That's how we was taught over here. So I think it kind of do make a bad name for football players.
For now, the 2 teams plan to continue with their schedule for the rest of the season, although next year's game between Miami and Florida International could be canceled.
In other sports news, Lee High School head football coach Randy Quisenberry confirmed Wednesday that 4 players have left his football program, including junior running back Jasper McKee, senior wide receiver Desmond Jackson, and also sophomore running back Davian Roberts and junior offensive lineman Jess Bailey. Thursday on Talkback Live, here's sports editor Len Hayward's assessment of those players' departures. In our reader poll today, tell us what you thought about Mikhail Gorbachev's appearance at Chaparral Center last night. And today's hot topic, a lawyer gets 28 months in jail for aiding terrorism. You can join in on that discussion on my West Texas forum. That'll do it for newsVISION for this Wednesday. I'm Jimmy Patterson.